Hello and welcome back, it's Red here, on a new game today called Total War Arena. The purpose of this game is basically a little bit like Total War games, however you only control 3 units as you can see behind me. My character is this woman here, which is Chenane. I also have Leonidas. I've been on it a few days now just to get up to a little bit up the rank so that it's a little bit more interesting to watch. At the moment, currently as you can see, my archers are level 4 and my spearmen are only level 3. I'll run around the screen a little bit for you. So this is the home screen. This is what it'll look like when you log into the game. You can click on your squads. This will give you your different leaders that you own, obviously highlighted who they are, and then the ones that you don't own are obviously in black and white. They have different races. So you got from Carthage, you got Hannibal, his brother. Greece, you got Sagane, whatever the name was, Leonidas, Alexander the Great, and so what. Rome, you got Scipio, Julius Caesar, Sulla, and then you've got barbarians when finish with them. Each one sort of specializes in different things. So, for example, if you hover over, it'll say specialty. As you can see there, the her specialty is archers, and then her difficulty level to play her is moderate because she's only archers. She's quite hard to play. Whereas Leonidas, so you go over him, his is spear unit, and again, his difficulty is pretty easy, and they all have different ones. So, for example, Alexander the Great is spear cavalry, um, and then each race starts off with specific units. So, for example, you don't unlock Leonidas straight away. He comes with a 4,500 free experience from obviously here on the screen. And basically you unlock him. So I unlocked him when I got to that, just because he sounds the coolest out of the Greek sort of play style, should I say. And then I've also started Barbarian with him as well. And he specializes in cavalry. So each one starts with a different one. So you start with hair. You can be Roman, so you start with Germanicus, and then start with Arminius for the barbarian states. I started with Greece. As you can see with the other two, you start the day with a plus 200% bonus on your first battle, providing you win it. And then what I've noticed as well is when you're starting off the game, you should try and mix your unit types for maybe until you get to like level maybe 4 or 5. Um, like as in character level, because the way it works, go to the tech tree. So your character levels up. Obviously, she gets certain experience points per battle. You start off with either Messenian Hoplites or Messenian Archers, and then that's their 3 units, because obviously you wouldn't have. I mean, you don't have nothing to start with, so they're 3 units. This is just for Greece. I'll just go through Greece, and then it's the same for every single faction and every single different race. So the Greeks, they start with these. So with her, you're obviously going to go mainly archers, because her specialty is archers. Or as you can see, my setup is 2 archers and 1 infantry unit. The reason I've done that is because, as you can see here, it says plus 30%, and 30% is bonus unit XP for having variety units in the squad, varied units in the squad. So she gets an extra 30% per battle experience because of that 1 extra unit, but not just that. So at the moment, she's running with Toxoto archers, which I've just unlocked because I've only just got to level 4, and she's running with Theban hoplites, obviously progressing towards Athenian hoplites because that's what she can actually be. However, she also has special abilities, and it goes throughout. It basically does that throughout the whole thing. I'll show you how it works more in detail in a second. So abilities wise, so you start off with this, which is rapid advance. So it basically increases her, basically the speed of all of the units that use it, um, by obviously turn speed, movement speed, and acceleration. So when you click on it, it lasts for 11 seconds, and then obviously, as you can see here, I've upgraded that twice, so that's plus 2% movement speed 2 times, and then I've upgraded the speed again, so that I get plus 1 movement speed, 1% movement speed meters per second once again. I've also got 1 in duration, so it lasts slightly longer, and I've got -2 recharge rate, because obviously you get 3 per battle. The first inlay of what I'm going to do, I'm not going to show you any battles. I'll jump into battles next episode. I'll just show you how it works on this sort of part of the screen. As you can see as well, because she's obviously level 4. At level 3 you unlock an ability called Hunt as well, which Hunt is you fire it or you target an enemy unit, and then that enemy unit remains visible for an extra 40 seconds. Because there's a line of sight issue on the game. There's a line of sight, so if you click them, even if they run out of line of sight, they'll still be visible on the map for your other units. So go back to the home page here, and what you can do, and as you can see there at the bottom here, level 5 she unlocks barrage. Again, reload rate. It basically allows the archers to be even better. So what you can do here is, so to upgrade the units, you click on the unit itself that you want to upgrade, and then it'll give you the different options at tier 4 that you can have, and this is the same for every tier, and you can swap out your units or whatever you want. So obviously the ones that are highlighted are the units that you have. Anything black, like greyed out, obviously you haven't unlocked yet. What you want to do is, if you look over this side of the screen, these are your upgrades for each of your units that you have. So obviously the archers have bow upgrades. Obviously I've only just got these, so we'll go to tier 3 for example, because I've unlocked everything. So you have the bow upgrade, helmet upgrade, and then you unlock your next tier. You know what I mean? And then same again with this. Principle is pretty much the same. Obviously I'm going to specialize in bow. I already unlocked that from the previous unit, so that I come with, you know, I always need to do is buy that again. I need to unlock the helmet, the tunic, or half linner, thorax. Then you got a different type of bow, and then that leads us then to um, the basically tier 5 archers, the Cleidic archers, or you can go with the slingers, essentially, slinger units. Um, I don't know what these are like yet, because obviously I've never seen anyone play them as yet, but you've got different stats for them. So the different stats, because I've got the extra that bow, for example, they come with an extra 53% aggression, 53 aggression in them different areas because of the bow, the range, and the damage. Defense is not very good. Obviously, these are susceptible to cavalry units. So each unit, they counter each other, and it says in the game when you highlight on the unit itself if it's a good threat or a bad threat. So for example, and spears are really, really good against cavalry, and they will kill cavalry really, really fast. However, they're really poor, generally speaking, against sword type units, so Roman swords, barbarian sword type units. Um, and they're really, really bad. And again, with these, I have these nearly fully upgraded as well. I just need to get the archaic helmet, and then these will be fully upgraded, and then I'm going to head towards the Athenian hoplites. But at the same time, I could also head towards Levy pikemen, depending on which route you want to go. The reason I want to head towards Athenian hoplites is because if I go back to commanders, Leonidas specializes in spears. So if I head towards Athenian hoplites, for example, for Leonidas, you eventually want to get to tier 10, and you want Royal Spartans as his main units, which is here. You can preview all the units beforehand. For example, they're tier 10 Cretan archers. Um, going back, so we click onto spears, for example, or commander, go back to her. So yeah, that's the upgrade systems. Very similar to World of Tanks. If you ever played World of Tanks, you just go through, because it's made by the same company. It's made by Wargaming itself, and obviously in conjunction with Total War, you know, element to it, because that's what it is. So it's very similar to World of Tanks or World of Warships or something on the lines of that. Um, that's basically the home screen. Tech tree showed social. That's just to talk to people. And then watch I've never used either. Click here, or when you start the game, this comes up when you reload tier 4. It automatically goes to play versus AI. Just change it to play versus human. The the load times for the game so far are anything between 1 minute to 2 minutes. They're not too bad. There's more people playing it now than it was a few days ago. So it's not too bad overall. That's my little breakdown of basically the start of the game. The next episode will be an actual game footage itself. Um, and I look forward to see you there. Right, that's read out. I'll see you soon.